Welcome to this 10th video of basic concepts in geometry. In previous 9th video, we have learned about how to write a conditional statement and its converse from the given statement. Now let's solve some questions from the practice set 1.3. Now in this question, practice set 1.3 question number 1, we have been asked to write the following statements in if-then form. If-then form is conditional statement. So what is the given statement? The opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. So what we are talking about? We are talking about opposite angles of a parallelogram. Now parallelogram is a type of a quadrilateral. So when we write the conditional statement in the if and then form, the condition fulfilled or coming after if should be if the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So from this word parallelogram, we are writing that if the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. If this fulfills, then what? Its opposite angles are congruent. We have to copy this part, remaining part. So then its opposite angles are congruent. So this will come as and consequent. This is our antecedent and consequent. The question can be asked in different ways and we have the same answer, that write the given statement in the if-then form, or write the given statement in the conditional form, or write antecedent and consequent of the given statement. So first we will write this and then we will write antecedent. Will start from the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. This is your antecedent, and consequent, its opposite angles are congruent. This is your consequent. Okay. So from this word parallelogram, we have written all this, and this we have copied as it is. In a way, here your knowledge of English is going to be helpful to you. So this statement is a complex statement. Here this is the main clause. The opposite angles, they are congruent. And we are talking about opposite angles of what? It's a parallelogram. So this is extra knowledge of this. So this will help you to frame in this way. Okay. Let's take one more example. I have chosen the third statement. Once you understand the first, you can easily write the second statement. Okay. So what is this third statement? In an isosceles triangle, okay, the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to each other. Now in first go you may understand what is given or you may not understand. But now for writing this statement, it doesn't really matter a lot. We are just concentrating here that it is about what? We are talking about an isosceles triangle. Now this word triangle will give you that isosceles is a type of a triangle. So how should we start our given statement in the conditional form? So we should start with if a triangle is an isosceles. Okay. So this is the condition. If it is fulfilled, then what? Then we will copy the exactly all this part from here till here. Okay. Whether you understand or not, you can write this and you can get the required statement. So if this condition is fulfilled, then this is going to happen. So our answer will be, if a triangle is an isosceles, then the segment joining, see from here, just copy all these things, joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. Okay. So in this way you can write the given statement. So this is the part where we are writing given statement in the if and then form. Now let's come to the question number 2. Question number 2 is about write converse of the given statement. Okay. Now to write the converse statement, if the given statement is in if and then form, it is very easy to just interchange the antecedent and consequent part. Okay. But if it is not, then it is always advised to write the given statement in the if and then form for your better understanding, and then write its converse. Now what is the first statement? The alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal are congruent. So what is the main statement here? The alternate angles are congruent. Now when we get alternate angles, when a line intersect two, when there are two lines, suppose either parallel or not parallel, we have its transversal, means a third line intersecting other two lines in two different points, we call it as transversal. So if this transverse intersecting two parallel lines, then the alternate angles, these are the alternate angles, they are congruent. This is the situation given here. Okay, as the situation is not given in the if and then form, let's write this given statement in if and then form. This is not your answer, but this if and then form will help you to write the converse. So what is this if and then form? So what is the situation? So if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. So if two parallel lines, here we are having this word parallel lines and transversal. So if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, means if these two lines are parallel and we have its transversal, then the alternate angles so form are congruent. So form is in this situation. So in this situation, the alternate angles so form are congruent. So condition is what? If two lines are parallel and we have a transversal, then it is alternate angles are congruent. So this is our if and then form of the given statement. Now to write its converse, we have to interchange the antecedent and consequent part. Now the part from after if, from here to here till it is antecedent, which will become consequent in our answer, and the part then the alternate angles are congruent. Okay, but we can't start if alternate angles so form, we have to write. So how we can write by little bit modification, the converse. Of course, we will talk about alternate angles formed by parallel lines in our if part. So if alternate angles formed by two lines and it's transversal. Please understand, here we are not writing parallel lines, we are writing just two lines. So there are two lines and it's transversal, and alternate angles form are congruent. Okay, we are talking about alternate angles are congruent. But in which case alternate angles? In the case two lines and transversal are congruent. Then what? Then the lines are parallel. Okay, so here the word parallel has come in antecedent, here it has come in the consequent. So in this way we have written this answer. This is answer part of your given statement. But to write this in a proper way, we need this if and then form first. So we have written given statement in if then form, and then we have converted that into its converse. So in this way you can write the remaining two questions from question number 2. Thank you.